Hey guys, so we have got some freezing temperatures that are rolling in the next few nights. It is going to be below 30 degrees, East Tennessee, zone 7 here. So I'm going to show you what I'm up to and what I'm going to do to get ready for this, which isn't really a whole lot, okay? So at first I'm going to show you what I'm not even going to worry about, because these are our cool weather crops. They grow better during the cooler weather and they tolerate the lower temperatures. I have some radishes growing. They'll be fine. This is cabbage. It will be fine. Broccoli will be fine. The rosemary will survive it as well. Now this is some fennel seed I need to harvest, but I do have some little growing in here off the main branches, although it is kind of rough. It's not very soft, but the fennel will tolerate the low temperatures as well. Moving on along, I've got my Brussel sprouts growing here. Now this is my experimental group with the electroculture gardening, and I honestly have to say that these Brussels sprouts look great. I have a hard time growing Brussels sprouts. I have never really produced anything I've been happy with. I've about give up on growing them, but then I thought, you know what? I'll try it with the electroculture gardening and see what happens. Brussels sprouts I think do better in the cooler climates, like further north than me. I did fertilize them with some nitrogen yesterday too, but as you can see, I've got a copper pipe right there, and I've twirled some of the wire and I have it pointing north. I also got some, that's a spinach and radish in there. That will be fine. Radishes will be fine. It'll kill that pepper plant. It'll kill that tomato plant. Greens, my mustard greens, they'll be fine. And my carrots, not even worried about them. In fact, with these type of vegetables, a frost or a light freeze actually just makes the taste of the vegetables so much sweeter, so much better. They just do better. Zinnias, now it'll probably get my zinnias, so I'm actually going to go through and pick a nice bouquet of flowers. That's a pepper plant. It'll kill it. Now this is what I'm worried about here. These will not survive. These are pepper plants. They will not survive freezing temperatures. But I've been letting them hang in there because I'm wanting them to turn red before I pick them all off. So what I'm definitely going to do is go through and get all the orange ones and red ones off. And I think I'm going to cover those. Cover them with a sheet or some plastic and see how it goes. Sorry, that was a loud car. And just see how it goes. Around on this side, I have some more broccoli going here. I've got a Brussels sprout over there. Now look at the difference in my Brussels sprouts, guys, because that one is the control group. The one that does not is just growing, okay? And I've got one back there. So the ones with the copper in them are definitely bigger plants right now. This is celery I've got going. This is the first time I've grown celery. It will tolerate it, so I've read. We'll find out. Now, bok choy as well. I made a bok choy quiche last night, you guys. That is to die for. Absolutely delicious. They will tolerate some low temperatures as well. So we'll see how that goes. I do have a couple that have bolted. So I've actually just let that keep going because I'll get seed for when it bolts. And so it'll kill really about anything else. So this is a tomato plant. I'm going to go through, get all the green tomatoes off that, chop up those vines for compost, and I'm making compost tea. So I'm going to try to get what I can to make my compost tea. I love the leaves, you guys. They're so pretty. Love them. These have already died back. That was a bee balm. I'm actually surprised it died back as quick as it did. There's my patio broccoli. The patio broccoli is going. It started growing in the patio cracks. I let it grow, and we're going to see what happens. Now, this is another tomato plant. I haven't decided whether I want to pick off those green tomatoes, this plant, or cover it. Cover it with the plastic and see if I can get it to survive the frost, and try to continue to let those tomatoes ripen on the vine. That's my lemon balm dying back. I'm going to cut it and throw it in my compost tea as well. Here's a couple of broccoli as well that I've planted back here with no electroculture gardening, but those seeds were planted actually a lot later than those. It's going to get my marigolds, so I'm going to cut those for a flower vase and probably put some of them in my compost as well. Those pepper plants I'm going to pull up, but my pepper plants did terrible. My husband's did great this year. We'll be putting the greenhouse to the test tonight as well. I've moved my ginger roots in here, some pepper plants. That's a Brussels sprout that I'm kind of running an experiment on to see if it does better in the greenhouse or out. That's a squash plant that really took off since I brought it in here. And then I've got some tomatoes ripening. And to continue to let some of my peppers ripen too, I'm probably going to just go ahead and get the good ones off of those. And I'm actually going to try to overwinter these in here. We'll see how it goes. I tried to overwinter peppers last year. It was a disaster. And I was really behind on my peppers this year. That mum, I'm not sure if it'll get it or not. Big deal. So that's what we're up to today. Okay, you guys. So we're getting a freeze tonight, and for the next few nights, this pepper plant is done. The freeze will kill it. So what I'm gonna do, this is a green bell pepper plant. Actually, no, I think it's a red. It's a red pepper plant. And overwinter it. So what we're gonna do. Now, I tried this last year and I failed, but I think where I went terribly wrong is I didn't give them enough water. So what we're going to do here is I am going to prune this plant all the way down with these two into like a V. So start up there. Compost that. That is going to go. That's going to go. All the leaves are coming off. And this actually will put it in a dormant state. And hopefully I can get it to sprout back next year. So see, I've trimmed it down just into the two prongs. Now I have a pot with a little bit of dirt in it. I'm going to dig this up from the roots. And I think I'm going to take this one in the house. I have a couple in the greenhouse, but just in case the greenhouse method fails, we'll go with this. Down in there. Ooh, that one's rooted in there. Heck, maybe. I hope I can get it up. Wow. Maybe I should have got a bigger shovel. I'm going to try. I've got landscape cloth right up here around it too. That's making it hard to get in it. There we go. Okay, now there we go. Okay, good enough. We'll see. All right. Grandbabies are over here. Okay, so I'm going to place it in this pot. Fill it up with some more dirt. I'm going to give it a good water and set it in the grow room. Okay, so our freeze came through and it's still really chilly today. And my radishes, my leaves are a little wilted, but not too bad. Cabbage is doing great. There went my dog. Broccoli is looking a little, I mean, it's hung in there, but maybe not as well as I thought. I might cover that tonight. That's the fennel that I've got going. It's fine. Brussel sprouts, of course, are doing fine. My spinach is good. A couple of my radish leaves are looking a little. So mustard greens are doing fine. The yarrow and the strawberries actually survived. Of course, my carrots that never let me down are doing good. It got my squash, it got my zinnias, and this has really kind of pissed me off. I went through harvesting all my peppers that I could yesterday, but these plants were so full of peppers. I was really wanting to let them turn red on the vine, but the plastic did not work. It got them. I did pull a ghost pepper plant. I just ran out of time yesterday, so I'm gonna have to go through and harvest all these peppers today. But it definitely got them. Dadgurnit. The bok choy looks like it was hit a little bit as well. The newer leaves seem to be okay, but the older leaves are a little wilted. I had a couple of them bolt. I was going to let go to seed. Look at that one. It's just flipped right over. Celery's fine. Broccoli in there is good. That Brussels sprouts is all right. And those strawberries are hanging in there too. So I am going to be harvesting peppers today. That's a caterpillar. What? That's a black swallowtail caterpillar. After a oh my God, look, there's another one. What? I wonder if they're alive. After a freeze? Okay, that's weird. I wonder if there's any more on here. Oh my God, there's a whole nest of them right there. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Oh my God, there's one over there too. Oh, they're everywhere. I made him mad, you guys. I accidentally touched the back end of it when I was trying to get to that leaf, and it stuck its little antennas out at me and perked up. Like, he let me know. I ticked him off. I'm sorry, little buddy. I'm taking you to your new home. You'll like it. It's warm. It's warm there. He stuck them back in. So I just got 10 black swallowtail caterpillars off of my carrots. You guys, this just made my day. Made my day. I have got to get a butterfly cage. I've got to.